Hello, everybody. I'm out in nature again, back for another episode of I don't know what, my spew. I can't hold back anymore with all the questions swirling and what I'm seeing in birth. The question today is, did you know that you already know how to give birth? Yes, if you're a woman, of course. And, you might know the process if you're a man, cognitively speaking. Women know how to give birth. Now, I'm not saying that childbirth classes and information isn't a good thing. Yes. You can learn a lot about what to expect and maybe, hopefully, eliminate the fears that you might have, because that is one of the biggest blockers for what you really want in birth. Your body already knows how to give birth. You just got to get out of the way with your head. Easy for me to say. I've been through it twice. I learned a little bit before the first time, a lot between the first and the second birth, and even more now that I'm not of that age. And I want to share what I know, and I want women to take a stand and say no and stand in their power. And it starts way before pregnancy and birth. And I would just say, yes, learn all you can, be informed, and trust. My thing's going to tip over here in the wind. Once you've learned and you have some idea, then go with it and trust and feel safe. I'm here to say that you already know how to give birth, and I'm not sure, I know that there's been a huge decline in childbirth classes or people attending childbirth classes, and I sometimes think maybe we just need to call it something else, and we need to change it up and do something different. I don't have all the answers. I always have the questions. But I do know that what's been happening isn't working, because we have a 1 in 3 women, a rate of 1 out of 3 women approximately giving birth by cesarean section. We have a rising maternal death rate in the United States. We're far behind other industrialized nations. And we're not doing so great with our infant mortality rate either. And I'm not a stat person in terms of off the top of my head, but I do know that I see these trends, and they're real. And what are we going to do about it? You know how to give birth. Step into it. Learn what you can before you get pregnant. And if you're early on in your pregnancy, eat it all up. Know what's what. And then get out of your own way and practice mindfulness and look at your fears and trust and surrender. And I know it's easier said than done from my perspective on the other side. All I know is when I was a young woman, I took on a lot of causes, and I was out there with what I believed in, and this is what I believe in now, that women know how to give birth, women's health care is in crisis, and women get to take it back, take a stand, be informed, and no birth options. That is my short, quick, simple spew of the day. I have to put my glasses on and off so I can see on here. I see a couple people have hopped on. I don't like to speak too long because I know attention span is very limited. And this, of course, is my third day of my personal challenge to myself to go on Facebook Live for 14 days and share what's on my mind, ask the questions. I'm inviting you to ask the questions, ask other people. I'm working on a survey for young women that I can gather some more information about what's going on and what's swirling before they're pregnant, before they're even maybe thinking about it. So that's where I'm going with all this. I'm sharing and spewing what's on my mind and in my heart. Birth is normal. It's a physiological event. Women know how to give birth. They do not have to learn that. Women get to trust and become knowledgeable. Knowledge is power. And that's what it's all about. women stepping into their power. And that happens starting very early on. And my question is, when do we start sharing about birth with our young girls and young women? And we get to share that you already know how to give birth. It's within you. It's one of those things that you just know. All right, that's my spew for the day. Birth in the Know. That's my website if you want to check out more about what I'm up to. I have a board game about birth, and I have classes for professionals online, and I'm collaborating with people on different topics and classes coming up. And I'm going to be hitting the road full time, which reminds me, another challenge for you. What haven't you done in a while that you know supports your life? I know for me, I got off an exercise routine a little bit in the last few weeks, and I can say that that pumps it up a notch, at least for me. So whatever it is for you, for me it was the classic rock while I was working out. So whatever that is for you, go for it and just do it. And have a beautiful day, and share this, please. Go for it. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now. All right, let's see. I did not hit the finish button. Oh, hi, honey. Bye.